And now, Trevor, the last little bit of wrestling news. Ricky Starks, the Lucha Bros, and the Motor City Machine Guns heading to WWE soon. Trevor, you and I have been, we've seen Alex Shelley at Revolver.
Yes. Yes.
Tremendous talent. He's the reason why there's a lot of stars in wrestling right now. The popular ones is because of him. Seth Rollins, Kazuchika Okada, the Young Bucks, Trey Miguel, Kushida, all those guys were trained by Alex Shelley. The credit that he did outside for those wrestlers. He said in the promo as well. Chris Sabin, the amazing tag team. They were my tag team in 2010 growing up. They're in their mid-40s. Heading to WWE speaks volumes for them. The Lucha Bros. I know for one thing, the Motor City Machine Guns are leaving the company. They're heading to WWE's developmental brand, NXT, and they're going to have them be represented as the top tag team at NXT for a while. You know, Trevor, I've told you about this. The tag team division in AEW is better. The NXT one sucks. There's been no tag team. There's been tag teams, but there's been nobody great. Since the Undisputed Era, the Viking Raiders, DIY, FTR, a lot of those guys that came in, there's been no genuine tag teams that have teamed up with each other to have the connection for a tag team division. There's been no genuine tag team division. For Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, guys in like their mid-40s that are still kicking ass, taking names, competing and proving why they're one of the best tag teams in the world, coming to WWE speaks volumes to me. I am happy to see those guys come to NXT because it's something NXT has been needing for a long time.
I was going to say it's something that they need.
And they're great. They have experience, loads of experience. A lot of these guys need that experience, especially if they want to be a tag team. The Lucha Bros, I'm not too sure. There have been rumors that they're going to be leaving. I think because we've seen them on like every Friday night. They're on AEW Rampage. We saw them in AEW. They compete on the Rampage show later, the last match. Mm-hmm. When you have a talent like them compete for so long, and you're doing the same thing, it's kind of a little, not frustrating, but it's like you want to see these guys build up in the tag division more.
Yeah.
For them to leave AEW, it's like, the Machine Guns, they don't work for TNA no more, but they've been doing independence, whatever. But for them to not see them in TNA or the Lucha Bros not seeing AEW, it's like, it's so weird to not like see them be a part of that company no more, even though they have their own style of wrestling and all that stuff, and they're one of the best tag teams in the world. Just after these couple years, it's like, what are we really doing with the Lucha Bros? They're kind of like stuck. I don't know. And then Ricky Starks, we've already talked about him. I think it was a couple episodes ago, but we've been saying, where the hell has Ricky Starks been on TV? I've not seen Ricky Starks since fucking probably December or January. Ricky has been off screen and he has no idea why, and there are people on the fucking marks online have been saying like, oh, he's not gonna come because he made his debut at the Rumble. Told me he's not using full advantage and saying like all this stuff that Ricky's like, this is not true. You guys need to shut the fuck up, pretty much. He didn't say like that, but he had like a tweet pretty much saying like that. I don't like speak off of this stuff, but this has got to stop. Like, come on, guys, really.
Yeah.
My thing is, and he's leaving AEW, it would suck because I think he's literally one of the best young talents to have in that company. My point is for the Motor City Machine Guns, for the Lucha Bros, and Ricky Starks, Trevor, what is there really to say for them to go to WWE of all places? Like, why do you think all these guys need to leave to head to WWE right now? Like, why is it the time for these guys to go right now, quote unquote, possibly, if it's true?
I mean, I think it's a place where they can cement their names even further into the wrestling sphere, Mm-hmm. And I think adding that into their resume is huge.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, WWE needs stuff like that right now. So it goes hand in hand.
There's so many beneficials for all of it. There's so many reasons why these guys could come. It makes sense. It's just so hard to not see them where they once were. And that's right. With every talent. I mean, like I said, Cody obviously makes sense. But we figured we see him in AEW, but now he's in WWE. He's doing great. But, excuse you. And it's so hard to like not see these guys compete in that. And if they're leaving because they feel they need to do the next step of their life, that's totally cool. And it's what we said about Ricochet. He's got to move on. He's got to do something for AEW too. It's just for them to go to WWE. It's like, okay, maybe they are ready for the next step of their life. They're working for the biggest company in the world speaks volumes, in my opinion.
It does.
No matter what they do.